And we're back. Missed like a second, but we're fine. We're jumping right into this, like landing that superhero landing. That was a better take in my original video. Shame I have to redo it all. Anyways, moving on.
When places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy.
He's got a lot on his mind right now.
Time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
Yeah, I chose that one originally, and that was a really good reply. But anyways.
You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrol.
Right, that was his stunt in the one of the later chapters of the last game.
42nd to 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Final location. We're just going to jump to the correct one.
44th was recently purchased anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower.
Suspicious.
Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose.
There are times I didn't say anything.
I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless.
I can relate.
Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way.
Neither does any other cop. You're the only one. Okay.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller
He's trying.
doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
I don't want Waller involved.
I'll do what I did last time, because I was humming and hawing about this, but we'll go with
Just
that.
like it's always been.
Because, yeah, Waller's probably got a better chance helping us out than the GCPD does. But we're trying to put our faith in Gordon here, and if we can make him look good, maybe that will help her back or loosen her stranglehold on things.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout.
Jesus Christ, sorry.
Feel so
I don't mean to do that every single recording. Okay, East End. The water tower. He's trying to release the Warners. We can't let that level of kookiness invade the city. I also made that joke in the last recording, and it was better delivered then too. God, all the best moments were just so not carried over with the audio so quiet you couldn't even hear them. God, I wish I hadn't made that mistake. Sorry.
Just the two of us.
Upset with myself on such an obvious mistake that I could have avoided if I just didn't do anything.
We can learn.
Alright, anyways. So, yeah. Little... He doesn't eat well if this is Riddler's hideout. What was that? That was a whole loop.
Vain, isn't he?
So yeah, just Riddler taunting.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
That will be important coming up here.
Damn it. It's stuck.
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
Yeah, hold the button. So yeah, if we're dealing with Riddler, we basically just got saw traps ahead of us.
Give me a good, honest cook house any day.
That's less dangerous than this.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so this guy's a bit of a mess. Well, see who it is first.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Trying to exit off a thing. Check out his messed up head. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. How do I do this originally? Whatever.
Man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock or a sudden jolt.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
Yeah, so a lot of odd stuff. And then there's...
Missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
kind of a lot like that.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Yeah, a whole lot going on with this guy.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
Still using a flip phone, Gordon?
That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Yeah, so now another crime scene like in the last game. So we're going to try to do this quickly. Oop. Oh yeah, we can link his missing fingers, but we'll get to that. Just check everything around the room.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy. Ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
So I'm just going through everything because we got a lot of evidence to gather. Then we got all these saves with these weird like Nixon stickers or whatever, because that's what it kind of looks like. But yeah, you can see that there's parts scratched out on most of them.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Yeah. Ears, eyes, and mouths. Well, just one has a missing mouth. But, you know, thing you notice pretty quickly if you're paying attention, that only one safe has both ears and both eyes covered, while the rest of them only have one or the other.
Safes with electronic locks.
So, you know, first obvious clue. That I figured out on my own, and I was so excited that I was getting this figured out. Then in this one,
Bleeds inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
yeah, and you can figure out, pick the wrong safe, get your fingers lopped off. So that's what happened to this
Eagle's
guy.
been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Seems weird he, you know, seems weird he might have died from that when there's so many other weird injuries on him.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Yeah. So that's a big thing there, and we're just going to move on to the solution for that. The death chamber here. Come on, Batman.
Another one of Riddler's
Get in the death chamber.
actions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Yeah, because we look at the porthole.
It's polarized.
So it is.
How would you know?
Won't budge. Must be locked in place.
So yeah, it's piecing together. Gotta look through that. Gotta trap yourself in there to see what the monitors might show.
See another day.
What does it mean?
Yeah, and look, or whatever. The answer is turn it left. Sorry, that's just what it is.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Yeah, it's coming together. Can't link that yet, because now we got... Whoops.
One shoe melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Jim, poor taste. I had a better line for that last time. God, sorry, it bugs me. Yeah, and then Link heated floor, because he must have been in there looking at the monitors, and then the heating elements melted his
Box heated up
shoes.
while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, I think we found enough where we... Yeah. Oh, wait. Well, yeah.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
Right. Sorry. Read arms dealer email.
Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
Yeah. So, Mori, yeah, has been up to stuff. But then there's also coworker email.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky to kill each other.
The glare. What? Yeah. So yeah, Eve, for someone so smart, you sometimes act real stupid. Those resources were not for your crackpot feud with Batman. You knew that, and you went ahead anyway. All you gain with your games is attention. Sorry, which we really don't want right now. Stick to the plan, or we'll have to make changes. Yeah, so a thing I kind of thought of at first, and that seems to be, yeah. So my theory, you know, E going by Riddler's first name, Edward Nigma, and then comes from H. Now, Batman villains that start with, you know, if it's going by that theory where the E is for, you know, Edward or, you know, Nigma, then, you know, the H, first thing that came to mind was Harley Quinn. So that's just something to keep in mind. That was my first thought. That's the first thing to go off of. Anyways, link that polarized monitor to polarized lens.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
I suppose, you know, with our weird headgear, we can't actually mimic a polarized lens. That does not work. Okay, Riddler's desk. Yeah, the monkey statues again.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
Again, the see, hear, and speak no evils. So those got to be important to the safes that also have the same motif.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Almost as good as mine. And then last
Look at
thing,
this.
body cam.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive. We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find. I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation? Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Yeah. Even though there are some inconsistencies that I'm gonna be a bit of a pain about,
Something like that.
but
I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
yeah, and that's kind of, we're did them in inverse, basically. But, yeah, starting with the chair, because that's where he was. Because, yeah, Riddler co-conked him, captured him, co-conked him, and then, you know, beat him in his chair, I guess. But he wasn't dead yet, and he was the only one here. Because that safe was already open and already had blood on it. You know, just a fun, not a complaint, it's just like an inconsistency where it's just sort of like, it almost seems like, oh, this is a different guy. No, it's the same guy, because he, you know, wasn't dead yet, but he already lost, you know, the safe implies that he already lost his fingers. It's just a weird inconsistency, but again, not a problem. But anyways, he woke up, went in the chamber.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
He didn't have much choice, but he eventually got out of the box, ditched a
The
shoe.
agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in
And just the wording of that makes me think like he took the shoe off in his hands and then tossed it. I know that's not what he did, but it just sounds so funny that way. But then he went over to the safe,
From where he lost his shoe,
wasn't
the agent
paying attention to all the
unlocked
clues,
safes.
and lost his fingers.
He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could...
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
This is insane. You know that, right?
Oh well.
The last man who went in there is dead.
Don't worry, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose this game.
I'm not so sure.
Especially because I'm not gonna make the same mistakes I did on the first try.
Heat's rising, Batman.
Yeah. So, yeah, grab onto the wheel, turn it to the left. That I figured out, but I made a mistake. Well, hold on.
Must make out a message.
Hurry the hell up already.
I'm working on it. The prompt won't show up. No, not that way, you idiot. Okay. I swear I did not hit right.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
The hear none.
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Yeah, and last time I was thinking about the puzzle for a second longer. It's just like, all right, let's go over it again to make sure I got the right one. And then Batman caught fire and died.
The hell?
It's like so much for heat resistance.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Yeah, so this is how he got the eardrums to burst. Yeah, and then it was here no. Yeah, shotgun does the trick. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Yeah, and then it's here no. Oh, forgot. There we go.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
So yeah, we gotta figure it out. Come on. Sorry.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal.
And this is where you figure it out.
That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury
Yeah.
sold me missiles.
This is where we
for
figure it
all
out.
of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most
What a
won't
great
even know
birthday
what's
present.
coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Turn yourself in. Well, you still have a chance.
Don't say stupid.
So yeah, it
things,
was
okay?
solving that puzzle
just
box
started earning my
that
respect.
released a signal so then our missiles could track down their location. And that's what happened to Fox.
What I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Yeah, whatever it takes to stop you.
You is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
Gordon's little nods.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage.
Yeah, and this is where I started theorizing. First thing I thought of, maybe he was the last director before Waller showed up.
This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about
Yeah, just an
having a
idea.
mind like mine. You remember everything.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast.
Yeah, and we're just gonna be...
Shouldn't have said his name, Riddler. I'll make you pay for what happened to Lucius.
That must be the guilt talking. After
Yeah,
all, the poor
and you know,
man's death is on you.
I knew what he was trying to do, but that was just a way to goad us into admitting Batman knows Lucius, a guy close to Bruce Wayne.
Come
But
on
we're
now.
gonna keep going with it.
Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Game over! Alright. So yeah. I figured that's what the case was, but you know, again, we're getting goaded into revealing information on accident, which...
She won't be happy
Let's just
when
fall
she
for
finds
it.
out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Yeah, and we can lie, but I'm
Lucius
decided to be
Fox
honest
was
with
an
them.
ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you.
I don't have to tell you about who I partner with.
At all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard
Then
of it?
it's his
You are
decision.
your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
He's been a good ally for this time. Your relationship with Gordon has
I
changed.
wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. Oh, to hell with it. I never heard what I heard in there. All right?
Appreciated.
Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
Also appreciated. So yeah, the thing is, a lot of people are starting to get a lot of pieces about all the connections. So, you know, how much longer is it going to take before Gordon figures it out? And Alfred's still shaking and not looking too good.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
I couldn't lie.
Straight in the eye, Alfred.
That's the thing, I
He's
just
been our
couldn't.
friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is.
You're not
You
wrong.
were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
Yep.
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal.
Yeah,
You
it
heard
was the
earlier.
target.
If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God, you did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave Scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections.
Yeah,
Like little
it's
families
really
that suffer
tragic
small
looking
earthquakes.
back on that scene
It was
and realizing all the
three of us
foreshadowing
looking
to
out
it.
for each other. Now it's two.
Yeah, I said this
Lucius
last
gone,
time.
We need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own.
A lot of talk about bringing people into various folds. Between what we're talking about with John and now the Bat family.
He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
Yeah, and then just make links. There's nothing to mess with here.
He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
And then launch a missile
And he can
from their phone.
broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Yeah, pretty messed up when you think about it.
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
So yeah, interesting plan. But yeah, there was a lot of foreshadowing to that signal being dangerous. And because we played it in his office and in the top of the, Bruce's office and had Tiffany listening in on it.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty.
You are a rock, Alfred.
You're my rock, Alfred. But yeah, he's trying to be strong here.
The last thing I want to do is let you down.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die.
Yeah, that's...
Switch to audio only, please.
Yeah, delete the audio or video track.
That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? That man?
Yeah, he figured it out and then immediately knew it was over.
I'll
That
go
sucks.
get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Yeah, so just matching game, listen to a sound. If it's the same as before, so...
Dwayne. Bruce!
Nope, I'm wrong.
No, that's not it. The two sounds have to be the same.
No, I got it backwards. But we do have...
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
A little different. Then, yeah, where was the Bruce?
Enterprises. Tower. Bruce.
And then just match that with the Bruce. And those are the only two.
The waveforms match. There. I
Yeah,
piggybacked on
so
the
just
cell phone.
keep it going.
They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch.
But yeah, I have a feeling that recording is going to come into
Makes
play
sense
later
to put the
on.
signal me as well.
Just by how Lucius talks, by talking to Bruce and then
Still
saying
has
Batman at
functional
the end.
innocence.
Trust me, somebody's gonna listen to that, maybe
Finds out
Tiffany
I've lost
later,
targets,
and then she'll
decide to
realize
launch
the
me
connection.
indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
But it could work.
We had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Yep. Thought that was my
Unknown
phone for a second
contact.
for some reason.
What is
Jesus.
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham,
He got us a lead.
who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh?
Good work, man.
John thinks that Mori can get Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning.
See, yeah, and, we didn't need to put a tracker on him. He is trying his best and actually getting back to us.
Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Yeah.
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand...
Yeah. So, yeah, going to Rumi is a hotbed of issues.
Lieutenant,
But Eli...
Nabel took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're already on thin ice with Gordon. And, you know, being Riddler's second in command, I doubt he would crack easy. So, you know, kind of the same rationale, even though I know what happens, we're going to just go with Mori again. Because, yeah, Mori, he may be under surveillance, and, you know, he's probably not going to talk to Bruce Wayne lightly, but still a better chance of getting something than anything. Yeah, I'm not sure that hand on the railing was meant to be just like an exhausted, like, grasp or what, but still, my boy. So yeah, back here again.
Waller's people are here, watching Mori. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it.
Track down all the agents real quick.
Must be annoying to a man like Mori.
We got this section and one more, and then we'll be done with the chapter, so we're just trying to get through it.
Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow.
Do whatever it takes to find him, Bruce. I never want to see another video like the one with Lucius.
Sorry.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Mori. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter.
I've got no jokes. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we have a mutual.
A mutual enemy, Mori. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
But you know the one.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
I had to replace the roulette wheel because that Batman jerk ripped it off the table.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Great.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
You don't know that was me.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Answers.
Information about the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
You're on his list, Mori.
Yeah, I think that's what I said last time.
The same weapons you sold him. You and a lot of other people.
It's only been like 6 hours since I last replayed this chapter, or since I played the chapter the first time, but still, it's just like, remember.
More. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you.
You have no idea how crazy he is.
I've got ideas now.
Wish I had known it sooner.
An
Yeah,
arms dealer
grew a
with certain
conscience.
kind of
I want to say I'm crazier, but
I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right.
thanks for that, by the way.
I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
My father was a criminal.
Yeah,
Mr.
and then we've confronted the past with Thomas Wayne a bunch already, so keep that up.
You here to a backroom meet out of earshot of the authorities. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
No.
Favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. He controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life.
Yeah, your problems are your own. Because, and we'll get to this in a second.
Come now, Bruce. My problems are your problems, just like yours are mine.
No, not really.
A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, but you're not my friend either. Because, yeah, no hesitation. I could not do this because that is basically, he sold the gun to Nigma that killed Lucius. We can't let him get away with that. So, just no hesitation.
This could have been a lot easier for you, Mori.
You should kill me, Wayne, because I won't forget.
I don't care. Get out of here.
Waller's agents are converging. Hurry up and get out of there.
And you know, it's already noted that they're gonna see
I've sent you more
that
information.
either he's gonna talk or Waller's people are gonna see something or say something. But you know, seeing a meeting with Bruce Wayne and Mori is gonna cause suspicion. And in hindsight, another thing that would be worse suspicion is by Bruce Wayne hooking up Mori with a getaway. Which, again, that didn't even cross my mind. It was just all about Lucius.
Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Maybe a card or an even bigger question mark, Kane. I thought of it last second. It's like, you look thirsty, here's a drink. God damn it.
I'm on board.
I come up with these too slowly.
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
But yeah, he's got some hostages. We can hear them talking.
We found him.
Mori's information turned out to be accurate. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere. Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
A good spot for cover.
Just going through it, we're almost done here.
Your agency has been on my heels far too long.
So yeah, we see 3 chambers, and we can see the people in 2, but you know, if Blake's here, you can already guess, which I did, that the 3rd middle one
See what I mean soon. They might be angry. They understand why.
I know.
that works. I didn't get caught by him last time, so I mistimed that, but we took care of him quietly. Cool.
Struggle making people see you brought this on yourselves. All of you.
But anyways,
Really thought you
well,
were
we'll get there.
smarter than me.
I'm babbling, I'm giving away too much. Not trying to, it's just trying to, like, here was my thought process, and I'm only repeating it because something happened that confirmed my thought process.
I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online.
Ready, Bruce.
Go! I hit the button. That was funny, because, yeah, like, one batarang goes into someone's neck and the other one goes right into his
You
cheek.
can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
Now let's clunk yours and see how far it rolls. And yeah, this is fun. Just like, Arkham Origins. I gotta play that game again. I played through the Arkham games a while back, but that's the next one on my list.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
Yeah, she was obviously the third hostage.
Thanks, Batman.
You know, I also couldn't help but have noticed that the other death chambers don't have wheels on them to open them.
Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Mori was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
And they're the missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Mori.
Yeah, it keeps me human. Saying it makes me a hero just sounds way too pig-headed for what this is supposed to be.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to compromise will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started.
Yeah, lots going on here.
I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she needs to be in there with you. Can handle the sonic blasts. But her, I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture.
Yeah.
This
3
one's
questions,
easy, Batman.
get 2
Close to
wrong,
the
you know,
heart.
even get 1 wrong, we
I
save
sold
her.
the puzzle
Get,
box
but
for the
we
bat.
kill one of the other agents.
Now I'm dead.
Get all 3 right, we
And I mean
save 2, but kill
dismembered.
her.
Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
Oh, right, he's asking his questions.
Please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman.
And she's trying to
Which one of
convince
your
us to
dead friends
just
am I?
answer the questions. She knows the risk.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But
Yeah, this is a twisted game. You know, this is a clever setup.
Thank you.
Well, for both in-universe and out-universe, like for us, we know Avesta's got, like, has a chance of figuring out who we are. And, you know, if you're trying to be a good person, you want to save as many people as possible. This, it is like, yeah, we got no choice. It is a very clever trick here.
number 2.
But it gets cleverer.
Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please. Don't let him die. Say it.
I need an answer.
Yeah.
Avesta.
And this sucks, because it's just sort of like, yeah.
You got it, Batman. Ha. Here's your prize.
Oh my god. Iman! What have you done?
I'm trying, man. She's helping me.
You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
Yeah. So, she's trying to buy us time, because she's got a plan, and now we can set something up. If we link the missile array to our little robot here, we can get out. We can set something up. Yeah, and so she's helping us out. You know, she's sacrificed... Yeah. Well, hold on, let's keep going. Sorry.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now?
I am.
What are you doing?
She helped us out here. But yeah, brief shock, but not enough.
No, 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 no!
There we go. This feels awesome. Avesta had us playing along, and then she helped us come up, or, you know, helped us give us time for a plan.
Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me.
Shut him up, just like Asura's Wrath. I had to replay this twice because I messed up at one point, so we're just gonna beat him up and go. Just stabbing him with a batarang. Sorry, it's just kind of like a little jarring, but also kind of funny. Whatever, just like the batarang actually does like piercing and slashing damage.
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
That button does everything, Christ.
Aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
Yeah. Get the drone. Yeah, that is a fast drone to catch up with the missiles. Like that.
This can't be happening.
Yeah, I want to try soccer kick. I did the punch last time. That's great. Yeah, last time I did the anchor punch, and I was really curious what that was. And so we just, yeah, pulls him in with the grapnel and then just clocks him. It's great. That was great, too.
Iman.
But yeah, good job on her part.
Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
Yeah.
Put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear.
Yeah, that last moment. You know, it kind of makes you think you're gonna get away scot-free, you know? You know the Telltale style. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, you gotta make a choice, this is it, and here's the choice. Do we kill one or both of her compatriots to save her, or do we, kill her with the sonic blast in order to save her compatriots who we have much less backing with, But then she comes up with a plan. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, oh, we got out of this without having to make a sacrifice. And then, yeah, her eardrums are just completely perforated. And because she can't hear us, I think she needs a hug. Because, yeah, saying anything would not matter right now. So, yeah, it's just like, yeah, everyone lives, but that still sucks.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive.
I'm just that good.
Cost. Agent Investus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
Yeah, no one would suffer if you didn't do anything.
For me, not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
I look forward to
Yeah.
meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
Good. They deserve it. Unless faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Yeah. This is where a lot of things start to fall into place.
They broke the pact.
The pact?
Yeah, and like that. The Riddler is out of play. And yeah, this is where things start to, like, theory brains going. Yeah, white-faced prick. Well, who's the palest son of a bitch in these comics? It's gotta be Mr. Freeze. That or Joker, but, he's not a thing yet. And also he said he. So yeah, is Freeze a part of this? And that's just one of the others.
Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman.
I noticed.
The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're gonna...
Don't worry about it. Well...
You don't have to worry, Jim. I'll take the heat for this.
I appreciate the thought, but that ain't gonna cut it. Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane.
Great line.
I'm about to blow
I said that
both
last
your
time.
asses
Great
off the
line.
side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is deaf. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Maury's new neck brace is a fashion statement.
That wasn't me. That was the other guy.
Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did.
Gordon's not to blame. I was on the scene first. This is my fault, and mine alone.
I'm getting to you.
Yeah, your relationship with Waller
Take
has
some
changed.
vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still
Sorry,
in this
man.
together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
I'm sure a lot changes here.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Riddler
Yeah.
expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel.
Yeah,
Former
and then
psychiatrist
at the
Arkham.
time, this proved my idea. It's like
elusive.
the H from the email was from
Keeps
her.
head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Yep, and then she knows. A lot of people are going to figure this out by the end because we're leaving. Admittedly, I'm leaving too many clues by doing certain things, but yeah. So, yeah, 60%. Yeah, so a lot going on there. But yeah, that was a great little final section with a great standoff with Riddler. And yeah, I feel so bad but okay. It's less than 60%. And yeah, then what it means by your relationships change is it tells you, how people are doing. She was not happy when you defended Gordon. She was annoyed that you tampered with her witness. Because you went behind her back to talk to Maury, she will work with you, but begrudgingly. So our relationship is strained. 55% of players left Iman traumatized. She was impressed that you stood up to Waller. She appreciated your honest answers to her questions. She is traumatized by the torture she endured at the hands of the Riddler. Yeah, which we could have mitigated even though she was willing to take the fall for her comrades. She still, is messed up because of it. Yeah, 68. This surprised me. 68% of players saw Alfred become vengeful, which makes a lot of sense. He was concerned when you said you wanted revenge. Showing him the video of Lucius being killed filled him with vengeance. He approves of your decision to take the drive by force. Yeah, it never really occurred to me how much, Bruce's attitude towards the entire situation was altering Alfred until I saw this, which is very interesting. And then Tiffany. Really nothing, none of my decisions really changed. Nothing, this is about the same stats I got last time. You and 77% of players left Tiffany furious. She was thrilled when you told her she could help solve the puzzle box, or she could help with the puzzle box. At the funeral, she was consoled when you were able to relate to her, but because you told her the truth about endangering Lucius, I can't speak, mouth is filled with spit, endangering Lucius, she now feels betrayed. So, yeah, we did our best with her, but in the end, we left her just very negative thoughts towards us. And that seems like the majority cases, just because people were trying to be honest about the situation, but that honesty came the complications. And 58% of 58% of players left John ecstatic, so that didn't change either. Because the only real decision I changed, he was proud of himself that he chose a card you liked. That's the only thing out of all these that are different, and just because I didn't want to make him feel bad and just wondered if that would change his attitude, but really it didn't. At the funeral, he was pleased to see you. He was absolutely ecstatic that you agreed to meet his friends. Which, his friends, all these words about pacts and everything, his friends must be the pact members that betrayed Riddler. He's in with them, and like the rest of the party, they did not like Riddler. So, that was the plot, to oust him and kill him, it seems. And 77% of players saw Gordon become steadfast. That didn't change either. He appreciated you backing him up in front of Waller. He was suspicious that you refused to talk about Lucius. Because you took his side against Waller, he is steadfastly loyal to you. So, even though he's been demoted, we still got him as a close ally. And, yeah, what did you tell Gordon about your connection to Lucius? Most people, majority of people, more than I expected, confessed to the whole situation, or confessed that Lucius was close. You chose to visit Mori or Eli. I'm surprised this was high, but yeah, people went to Mori. I suppose he's just like the more obvious candidate, considering we don't know really anything about Eli. How did you get the drive by force? This, I'm surprised, is so low. You know, majority of people still did it, but I'm surprised, it's not a higher percentage of people that took the drive by force and complied with getting Mori out of the country. So that kind of... did you save him on, or the agents? Yeah, most people saved him on, because she was willing to make that sacrifice, so we went along with her, and then when she could get us out of it, when she could give us a chance to strike back, people again, it makes you feel like, oh, it's a Telltale game, it's going to be a win-loss situation, but then she makes it feel like, hey, this could be a win-win. No, you keep being too optimistic. And then the pack, chapter 2. And yeah, just based on the silhouettes of the characters that I kind of wanted to point out, they looked like Mr. Freeze on the right, Harley Quinn in the center, and Bane on the left. Considering the mask. I kind of thought maybe Deadshot was also around, because like the crazy shot from the bridge in order to kill kill Nigma. I figured, oh, Deadshot. I excitedly said it last time, as if I actually care about Deadshot. I don't. It's just, I keep thinking he's going to show up just because he seems like an obvious pick for like a crazy, mystery-heavy game these have been. But no, probably not anyways. So yeah, Freeze, Harley, Bane, Nigma, and now John Doe, seemingly on the same team, and they just got rid of their loudest and most obnoxious member. Seems to be the case. But yeah, for now, and while I want to jump into chapter 2, but again, I messed up my recording, so I had to scrap a lot of good footage. I felt like that was so good, but whatever. I finally caught up to where I left off, and yeah, long chapter, a very exciting chapter. Like I said, in the first recording that had to be scrapped, this was a very good opening chapter. A lot of pieces come out on the board. There are a lot of really tense moments involving Riddler and learning about this stuff. What happened to Lucius and introducing to Tiffany. It's like we lost a close Bat family member. We got the opportunity to maybe get a new one in the fold, but getting her in, because confessing to Tiffany about what we are and what her father died for could possibly bounce her off the idea. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. And then, yeah, Riddler, surprisingly out of the game way earlier than I expected. The auto traps were fun to figure out, like doing the the monkey trap and the polarized glass. That was a very fun thing to figure out the first time, and I feel like I'm dragging my feet and being like, oh, it's just like this, like it's lame. No, it was really cool to figure out for the first time. I just messed up recording it the first time. But yeah, so for now we'll wrap up. This was a very good first chapter, and when we continue, we will jump into chapter 2, and we will finally get on to the new part of the adventure, and I'm very excited for that. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.